Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. I want to let you guys know there'll be another video coming out relatively soon on either Friday or Saturday, but I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a silver platter just to, fill in the gap. I do want to let you know too that I recommend you take a look at my previous video where I gave an update on the movies I've gotten. But since then, why don't we talk about Scooby-Doo? I mean, this guy's been around for 50 years. Hanna-Barbera was the leading leading television animation back then. It was crazy. And when Scooby Doo Where Are You came out in 1969, it was just a force to be reckoned with. Heck, to this day, it's still one of the most popular cartoons of all time. It's definitely one of Hanna-Barbera's, if not their most popular series, at least as far as I'm aware. So I thought, what the hell, might as well show off my entirety of Scooby-Doo on VHS and DVD. Not much in terms of DVDs, but VHSs especially. So, why don't we just begin? Now, I'm not going in particular release date. However, I am going to be going through. I have. I'm going to go by episode compilations, then the direct-to-video releases or VHSs. Well, movies. So let's begin with the compilation tapes. Scooby-Doo's Creepiest Capers. I believe this is one of the very first. Well, not the very first. What am I talking about? Those came out in in the 90s from Turner. This is one of the first that Warner Brothers would put out under their, under Cartoon Network, one of their first Scooby Doo compilations. This came out in the year 2000. Of course, contains a collection of episodes from the original Where Are You series. Of course, as it is a Warner Brothers release, pretty basic label. Mine is a later print from February 9th, 2001. Next one we have Scooby-Doo's Spookiest Tales. This one came out in 2001. This had a DVD release as well, as far as I'm aware. This one, I believe, has episodes from the second season, but I must give credit to this one. This has some really great artwork of Scooby and Shaggy. Legit, whoever did this cover art, definitely an applause from me. It's really good. This one's also a later print from November 14th, 2002. This next one is one from the new Scooby-Doo movies. You know, that one series where they had all those guest stars. Scooby-Doo meets the Harlem Trotters from 2003. This is probably the latest in terms of Scooby-Doo cassettes I own. This contains 2 episodes. Of course, guest starring the Harlem Trotters. Pretty basic release, not gonna lie. I believe it contained a few more bonuses on the DVD. Probably more activities related stuff, but considering it's the new Scooby-Doo movies, I cannot pass this up. I know there is a complete series on Blu-ray. It's almost complete. I believe a few of the episodes aren't included because of copyright related reasons. Printed April 15th, 2003, but regardless, maybe one day I'll grab it. I mean, it has the Scooby-Doo Batman crossovers. I don't want to get that released. Scooby-Doo meets Batman. You cannot deny that one's the good ones. Alright, here we go with the last of the compilation releases. Probably my favorite one. Scooby-Doo's Scooby-Doo's Original Mysteries. Basically, it contains the first 5 episodes of Scooby-Doo Where Are You? This one's a part of the Warner Brothers Family Entertainment brand. This is also, I believe, Scooby-Doo's first DVD release, because this came out alongside its VHS. And for the time, this is your best bet for owning the first 5 episodes. I believe it wasn't until a year or 2 later where they released the first and second seasons on DVD, or maybe it was a few years later as part of the Hanna-Barbera Platinum or Spotlight collections. But yeah, I was very happy to find this one. I'm not really a fan of Shaggy having his eyeballs together. I don't know, that kind of freaks me out. He doesn't even have his little goatee, which kind of irks me, but oh well. Printed September 17th, 2002. But yeah, I definitely would consider you pick this up if you're looking for these kind of releases on VHS. Alright, the last four of the tapes we have here are movies. This one's definitely the oldest one in the bunch. Scooby-Doo and a Reluctant Werewolf. This is one of the Hanna-Barbera Superstar movies as part of the Hanna-Barbera, the Fantastic World of Hanna-Barbera cartoon block. And continuing with the Hanna-Barbera Superstars line, it was a collection of 10 direct-to-television movies. And this is one of like 3 of them. It's Scooby-Doo and a Reluctant Werewolf, this one here, Scooby-Doo and the Ghoul School, and Scooby-Doo Meets the Boo Brothers. Now, I'm just going to see if I can find the other ones if I could. But, yeah, this is definite Scooby-Doo, alright? I believe this is the first of the Scooby-Doo releases, or Scooby-Doo productions, where it was digitally inked and colored. By the late 80s, Hanna-Barbera experimented with inking and painting their animated films, well, cartoons, digitally. Long before Disney used their cap system. That's kind of bizarre. I know they started with Yogi Bear, and then they later did with some of these, as well as a few episodes of a pup named Scooby-Doo. This movie's from, let's see, 1988? Yeah, this VHS is from 2002. It did get a release earlier in the late 80s, though. You're definitely better off getting this version, considering it looks a lot better. Printed February 7th, 2002. I have not watched this release yet, though I'm hoping I will when I get the chance. Alright, now we're getting into the direct-to-video movies. Both of them. Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost. The second of the direct-to-video, the second of the first 4 direct-to-video movies to be produced, following Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island. This was released back in 1999, following a pretty hectic production after the first movie's big success. According to mine, as you can see, the UPC code has Scooby with keychain, so I suspect my copy was a special edition that came with a Scooby-Doo keychain. I do not know. But hey, we must give it this. It gave us the Hex Girls. This is the debut of the Hex Girls. Of course, I had a crush on them as well, and they definitely made an impact. I'll definitely tell you this. This one has a dark sticker label compared to a standard silkscreen label. Printed September 11th, 1999. And here's the last of the 4 direct-to-video movies. Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase, or as one Jim Caddick says, Scooby-Doo and the Spinley Johnny. I call it that, and I don't care. I watch Caddickers, but yeah, this is definitely not a good movie. I'll give it props for giving it a Blu-ray release. Legit, this is one of the only few of the direct-to-video Scooby movies, not counting any of the modern ones from like maybe 2010 onwards, that has a Blu-ray release. But why Cyber Chase of all things? It's not even a good movie, like at all. I mean, they marketed the hell out of this movie back when it came out in 2001? Yes. It had a Wendy's tie-in, a PlayStation game, for God's sake. I'll give credit to Warner Brothers. They were making their money. I mean, not now. I mean, they're going to get, go on Twitter. You'll understand. Mine is a later print from August 20th, 2003. But yeah, I will say, if you like this movie, I respect it. Lord knows it. But yeah, definitely not the good one. The only other Scooby-Doo VHS I own is the live-action movie, directed by Raja Gosnell, from 2002. Pretty basic release. But, it's nice to have. I am planning on getting it on Blu-ray soon so I can be situated. Although it says there's extra, it looks to have some bonus features on here too. I believe it comes with a bunch of music videos. I haven't went through the entirety of the tape yet. Mine is a much later print from February 20th, 2004. And that's pretty much all of the VHSs I own, but I do own 2 of the DVDs, and let's keep talking about live action Scooby-Doo. The Scooby-Doo 1 and 2 collection. This set came out in 2009, containing both live action movies from the 2000s. Now, this is a very interesting release I have here because if you look in the description here, if you look at both movies highlighted, Scooby-Doo Side A, Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed Side B, there is a version that contains both movies on a double-sided disc. Though in my case, I have both movies on separate discs. The only catch here is that they're both in full screen. So one day I will definitely get it on Blu-ray so I can be again situated. But it's their original releases, thankfully. So yeah, I'm still really happy with owning this. It's a neat release, especially the DVD-ROM stuff here. You can have Scooby-Doo dance on your desktop, which is so stupid, but I love it. And the last of the Scooby-Doo related media I own, straight out of nowhere, Scooby-Doo meets Courage the Cowardly Dog. Definitely one of the better of the crossovers that Scooby-Doo had. Let's see, there was Batman, Kiss, freaking WWE. Didn't they meet up with Gordon Ramsay once, or was it someone else? But yeah, this came out in 2021. I believe it's the most recent of the Scooby-Doo direct-to-video movies. Well, at least it's out. I don't know about that recent one we got with Crypto, the Super Dog, I believe. But yeah, this is a fun one. One of the best. I mean, one of the last times we had Thea White as Muriel before she passed away. Even though none of the John R. Dilworth did not work on this crossover, it still does feel like it's from both franchises. It's a lot of fun. Of course, this was released by the time when Warner Brothers and Universal were joining forces to do this studio distribution services company. And here is the disc. Whew, let's get that glare out of here. There we go. If I can get this to work. I like the fact that he just used Stalker of Scooby-Doo and Courage. Like, they don't look like they're in the same universe here. Well, man, it would have been nice if they kept the Stalker here of Scooby, Shaggy, and Courage, but I guess it's the best they could do. I mean, the fact that it has artwork is pretty great, considering. Warner Brothers is like one of the only few who somewhat still does disc art. But regardless, but yeah, definitely worth picking up, or I definitely consider you watch it. And that's pretty much it for all my Scooby-Doo stuff. I will be getting more when I get the chance. Trust me on that one. I'm always searching. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the collection video. Again, I will be posting my next video soon. Until then, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Not to mention to follow me on my social media. Until then, enjoy the fall weather.